Hello Cardinal families, and welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. I apologize that we're not able to have our open house like we usually do in years previous, but hopefully after you get done watching this video, you'll have some answers to a lot of your questions. A couple things I'd like to go over. The first thing is our start times have changed. Madison's start times are actually pushed back 10 minutes, so we start learning at 9:20. And our dismissals are also pushed back 10 minutes, so we will dismiss at 4 o'clock. Mondays are now late arrival days instead of Thursday, so we will actually start learning at 10:10 on Mondays and get out at 4 o'clock. Those are the only major changes, but please make sure if you're dropping your kids off that you drop them off in plenty of time. A couple other things we need to talk about is some policies that are going to be in place this year, like masks. I've got several of them right here. Don't know about you guys, but when I found out that we had to wear masks, it was just another opportunity for me to accessorize. So I got a whole bunch of them. Today, actually, we have a bunch of kindergartners in our building that are getting some assessments done, and they're coming in, and some of their masks are fantastic. I'm quite jealous of some of them, and I think I need to step up my game a little bit, and I look forward to seeing everybody's mask and all the uniqueness that they provide. Another thing is our water fountains are shut off to make sure that everybody is safe. Please bring a water bottle filled with water so your child has something to drink during the day. And finally, yeah, I know this is not ideal, but today was the first day for me that felt like normal. We have kindergartners in the building, we have staff in the building, and it's great. We are meant to be educators. We are excited. I'm excited. Tuesday can't come soon enough, and I really, really look forward to seeing everybody in the building come Tuesday. Okay, Madison family, we're in a classroom, so let's take a look at what it looks like. Obviously, if you look behind me, you can see the desks are spread out 3 feet away. That's a good thing. That means when students are at their desks, they can take off their mask. One of the other things is when a teacher's teaching 6 feet away, they can take off their mask. When students are up about the classroom, we're going to ask that they have their mask on. Small group situations, same thing. In this classroom, biggest thing as well, assigned seating. And when I mean assigned seating, it's for a semester. The reason for us to have assigned seating for a semester is so we can make sure we can trace kids and who they're sitting by. And these assigned seats in the classroom carry over to the specials. So when you're in art, it'll be the same assigned seats. You guys are going to be best buddies with who you sit by. I hope so, because we really need kindness in this school. And you know, the person that you're going to be sitting by, it's going to be for a long time, and we expect you to treat everybody with kindness. Classrooms are all loaded up with disinfectants and wipes. We've got sinks. But that's how it's going to look like. It's going to look a little differently. We're trying to keep everybody as safe as possible. I'm at one of my favorite locations, the cafeteria. My students and staff know that I love food, so I spend a lot of time in here. So much so that we have a very good system of where the kids sit. On the right side of the cafeteria are the upper grades, 3 through 6. On the left side of the cafeteria is kindergarten through 2nd. And we have one grade level that's in here for 15 minutes, and then the next grade level on the other side comes in. So there's always 2 grade levels in here at the same time. We average about 60 to 70 kids per grade level. That's way too many to be in here and make sure it's safe. So here's how the cafeteria is going to change. 1 class in each grade level will eat in their classroom. And that'll rotate each week. So by the time this is over, you'll eat in your class for 6 weeks. Like the classroom, those seating charts will carry over here. And that's really important to understand. We want to make sure that we can be able to keep everybody that's typically around each other in the classroom around each other in the lunchroom as well. We can't afford to have students sitting with different students because that would be really hard for us to manage and really hard for us to keep everybody safe. But besides that, everything stays remotely the same. Kids will come through the line. Doesn't take very long to get through the line. We'll have adults in here. We'll spread out as much as we can during the line, but it's in and out and to the classroom or to their assigned tables. And yes, I will be still in here. The only difference is I probably can't eat some of your guys' food. I know I can't eat some of your guys' food, but I'll get over it. January can't come soon enough. So let's talk about parent drop-off. Couple things. New parents, old parents, we really need you to stay in the cars at all times. It can be kind of dangerous getting out of your car to help unbuckle your child, or it's also dangerous if your child gets out on the driver's side, because when we drop off, we have multiple cars dropping off at the same time, and parents needing getting to work, they will carefully get out of line after their kids dropped off and leave. When parents get out on the left side, that's a hazard. If kids get out on the left side, that's a hazard. So please, parents, I know it can be a challenge. Stay in your cars with your young kids. Really teach them to unbuckle before you get to the line on their own. If your kid really needs help buckling, this is what we're going to ask you to do. Park in the parking lot when you get here. Parking lot's pretty open. Get out of your car where it's safe. There's no cars around you. Unbuckle your child, and then get back in line to drop your kid off. I know it's an inconvenience, but we really care about safety. In terms of keeping safe in here when they get dropped off, they usually sit in grade level rows. In years past, those grade level rows would be really tight. To keep everybody safe, we're going to social distance, 6 feet apart. Okay, so as kids come in here, they're going to sit down 6 feet apart. For parent pickup, same thing. We'll sit in their grade level rows, 6 feet apart. And we'll call kids out to get picked up. We're really focusing on that 6 foot distance as much as we can to keep kids safe. So pretty easy here with parent pickup and drop off. Kids are going to sit in rows 6 feet apart. It might take us a little bit of time, especially on those first couple weeks of school, to get kids picked up and moved where they need to. But again, I think it's going to keep everybody a safe distance from each other. And of course, since you're on the move, let's put on that mask. Okay, everybody, I am outside in front of Madison. This is where our buses drop off and pick up. Luckily for us, our buses come at staggered times, and we're just going to be a little bit more specific when we allow buses to dismiss, so we don't have a bunch of kids entering the building at once or exiting the building. What that probably means on your end, parents, bus departure times will be a little bit slower, and buses to drop off in the morning, kids might have to be on the bus just a little bit longer as we drop one bus off at a time to go to the classroom or to the cafeteria. But besides that, it's pretty much the same. It's going to help us keep everybody distance. And again, while the kids are on the move, they need to have their mask on. But I'm outside, recess, PE, no mask. Okay, parents, we are located in the front of Madison's building, and since we are 6 feet apart or greater, I can take off my mask. But I want to talk to you about parents and being in the building. Unfortunately, this is as far as what parents are going to get in our building is the front area to drop off things, to pick up students. Unfortunately, we won't let parents drop off, eat food with the kids in the cafeteria, or go to have birthday parties and drop off food. We just are really trying to keep the students safe, to keep people coming in and out to a minimum. So yes, you can still come into the building, drop off emergency items, things like that, but unfortunately this is as far as you're going to get. The good news with that is no background checks for a while. I know that's can be a headache for everybody, so we're glad to get that on pause for a while. Also, this is where our nurse is at. Some slight changes with our nurse. We've actually grown it a little bit bigger than just her room. We have a conference room right up there, and any kid that might have a symptom or we need to keep some social distancing, we'll be using the conference room as well. So, and that's the only use for that room while we have these restrictions. So parents, again, when you come in,
let's see your mask, bonus points if you bedazzle it. 2, unfortunately, this is as far as you're going to get. And 3, we've really set up our nurses station to keep everybody as safe as possible. And I'm going to brag a little bit about our nurse, Nurse Jess. I know she started in October last year, but she is fantastic. During the summertime, she was up at Goshen Hospital, worked on the COVID ward there, so she has tons of experience. So thankful for her expertise, and I've told her time and time again, like when the school year starts and you need something, just tell me, boss me around. So we're in great hands. I want to make sure that you guys understand that we're doing whatever we can to keep people safe.
Okay, parents, that concludes our virtual Meet the Family Night. Hopefully it answered a lot of your questions. But also know that on Friday, 5:30, I am planning on being live on our Facebook page, our Madison Elementary Facebook page, to answer any kind of questions that you guys might have. And again, Tuesday can't come soon enough. I miss the kids. I miss the staff. I am really excited to get this school year started. And like we always say on Fridays, if no one's told you, they love you today. Your Madison family does and always will.